5 signs that a woman is not interested in you and how to deal with it. The decision to invest time in a woman is crucial, and to do so, it is essential to understand the signs of interest and disinterest she conveys. Many men ignore these signs, continuing to invest time in a woman who has clearly shown a lack of interest. At the end of this video, I will not only present the signs of disinterest but also provide guidance on how to handle this situation. The first sign is when the woman takes a long time to respond to your messages, even when she is online. Sign that a woman is not interested: she takes considerably long to respond to your messages, even when online, viewed, or following your messages. This may happen when you have not had a first encounter with her, especially if the acquaintance was made through the internet. In this initial stage, where there is still no strong emotional bond and few or no emotional connections have been established, it is natural that you are not among her priorities. A person's attention is usually directed towards what is considered a priority. If there has not yet been a significant establishment of emotional connection, you are likely not at the top of her priority list, just as she may not be in yours. In this context, it is common for her to engage in other activities, such as work, outings with friends, or dedicating time to family, instead of immediately focusing on messaging. When you notice that you are initiating an interaction with a woman and she takes time to respond, it is crucial not to react in a reactive manner. It is not the time for demands or sending additional messages with question marks. At no point is it appropriate to act reactively, and especially in this context, any form of demand is not suitable. In these cases, it is important to stay calm, give space, and allow the interaction to develop naturally. Be patient and observe how the situation unfolds. Remember that each person has their own pace and priorities, and forcing an immediate response can create discomfort. The second clear indication of a woman's disinterest is the lack of extension in conversations. Even when you ask about her, she limits herself to polite and pleasant responses but shows no interest in extending the interaction. She does not return the questions, shows no curiosity about your life or activities. For example, if you ask about her weekend, what she likes to do, or any other personal question, the answers are brief, and there is no attempt to deepen the dialogue. You may have experienced situations where people asked you questions, and you were not interested in continuing the conversation. You responded succinctly, perhaps mentioning your profession, and the person tried to continue with comments like "nice" or "must be challenging," but you were not inclined to extend the subject. Uninterested women adopt a similar approach, providing short answers to avoid expanding the dialogue and keep the conversation superficial. The third sign of disinterest from a woman is when she avoids your invitations for meetings. Even if you have made it clear that you want to get to know her and spend time together, you notice that she constantly avoids these invitations. Often, she acts as if she did not see your invitation, shifting the conversation focus to other topics. She may create excuses, mentioning other activities or responsibilities that would prevent her from accepting the invitation at that moment or on future dates. Observing this evasion is crucial. It is not advisable to invite a woman out without clear signs of interest and depth in the conversation. However, if you have made an invitation and she is avoiding it, it is important to understand that an uninterested woman rarely says no directly. On the contrary, she will try to avoid the subject in various ways. The fourth revealing indication is a classic, when she claims to be busy all the time. It is crucial to clarify that everyone has obligations and occupations in life, especially those seeking growth in various aspects. As a man of value, you also have your responsibilities, and we all share the same 24-hour period daily. The fact that someone constantly claims to be busy is inherently linked to priorities. I ask you, how many times have you been busy, but something came up in front of you, something you deeply desired, like a date, an outing with a woman, a trip, or a job opportunity? In these situations, you probably rearranged your schedule to attend to those desires. Ultimately, the issue here is about priorities. If she constantly claims to be busy for you, you are not a priority in her life at this moment, indicating a lack of interest. It is essential to understand that passion often overrides reason. A passionate woman, or one who is in the process of falling in love, allows desire to guide her and feels compelled to know, see, and be with that man. If she is not doing this, it is a clear sign of lack of interest. The fifth revealing sign of an uninterested woman is when she frequently mentions other men to you. The only exception to this observation is if you have already mentioned other women, trying to provoke jealousy. In relationships, this behavior can create mirroring, where one person's actions influence the other's behavior, even if unconsciously. However, if this attitude of talking about other men did not come from you, and she simply addresses the topic as if talking to a friend, it is a clear sign that she is trying to place you in the friend zone, not as a romantic interest. This can be problematic, especially if you have already realized that this woman does not share the same romantic interest as you. It is important not to wait for breadcrumbs of attention. If you notice signs of disinterest, it is crucial to act based on your own value and respond with disinterest as well. A man who recognizes his own value does not cling to a woman who does not show reciprocity. He is confident, aware of what he deserves, and does not hesitate to move on. My goal is to empower you to become this type of man. If this content has been helpful and brought contributions to your life, feel free to leave your like. Big hug, subscribe to the channel, and see you soon.